Hi everyone, welcome back. Here we are, U77 in our weekly Silent Hunter 5 patrol. We have just gone silent running, all stop, periscope depth. If we hop on the periscope, just broken the waves, we've picked up the detection of radar and sonar from over here. We believe we've got some destroyers, so we've submerged the ship. I'm just trying to spot them. Obviously, the radar and the sonar a lot better than visual contact on a foggy day. So you can't see them on the periscope. Go a bit slower. Oh, hang on. Did I see something coming through the fog there? No. Wait for this wave to crest. There we go. Okay, nothing there. Can't see anything on the visuals. But if we come to the raid, look, from the hydrophone we can pick up 3 warships. We're going to how far away are they? I'm looking at, if we kind of predict this one's course to go kind of that way, we're then looking about 2,800 meters, 2,850 meters. So our chance creeping forward, wait for the sonar detection to expand and hopefully not quite reach us. I'll just be on the all stop just in case we're potentially going to give ourselves away. Oh, it's getting close. Is it stopping anytime soon? Ooh, okay, all stop. Oh, yeah, all stop. There we go. Right, that just gives us a burst of power. Look, we've got 4 knots of speed, which will allow us to use the momentum now just to creep forward a little bit to close that range. But yeah, we got 3 destroyers, but more interestingly, the dark line suggests there are some merchant ships, some freighters in between. So we have ourselves a little convoy here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 merchant ships with 3 escorts. It could be just it. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? They're not appearing on the on visual yet, so they're not going to appear on the map. So it would be nice to. I'm going to keep blipping the engine, try and get. Now, one thing you can do is switch one of the shafts off. So if we switch off the shaft, that shaft there, that should be closest to this one, and see if that reduces. No, it doesn't really. Okay, we'll put both shafts back on. Stand by, full stop. Got some 3 knots of speed. Oh, stop. Ooh. Oh, stop. Maybe chanced out a little bit too long. There you go. Back up to 4 knots. Start drifting our way in. So, yeah, it may be that we can't get. There we go. Is that on the hydrophone? That's the hydrophone picked him up. We just have a bearing 041 there. No, still not visual at the moment. Just one of those things. Is the lead ship visual? No, we've got one hydrophone though, which is something. Right. Put periscope down. Scope's down. Whoa, and don't accidentally clip the wrong key and send us forward. I don't know why I'm coming down here. It's just a bit of a. I just need a bit of company with the boys. Yeah. Okay. So, bit of a challenge ahead. They are going to be quite a ways out, aren't they? They're going to be. Yeah. 6,000, so 6 kilometers away. Now these are, look, these have got a range of 5 to 7 kilometers, 5 to 12 kilometers, depending on the speed. So it's right at the limits of the torpedoes. if you fire them at a decent, you know, fast to medium. So we may have a bit of a challenge here. We'll see. We'll see if we can get in. If not, maybe what we need to do is plot the course of the lead one, turn and tail, get ahead of them, and tuck ourselves in right in here or something. I think maybe that's what I'll do. Let's plot. I'll plot the course of these destroyers, and then hopefully plot so when they come past, we'll be sitting about here. So he'll sail by us silently, not see us, and hopefully that one will sail by us silently and not see us. We'll be within a few hundred meters of the merchant ships. Right, that's the course of action, I think. That will be the course of action. Great. So I'll get that going, and hopefully we'll be back when we are able to fly around the side and get ahead of them. I'll see you in a few. Hi guys. Right, we just see I can't move it. Oh, hello. There's one of the ships. It's this ship here. Of course I can't move at the moment because they are picking up our engines if we try to move. So I thought, why not have a pop at one of these Corvettes? One less thing to worry about, and that might distract the other ships. So it's 2,650 meters. 2,650 meters. It's a bit of a long shot, this one, literally. I haven't done the speed check. We exit there, and we do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, hang on, I've got to wait so I can see actually when it crosses the crosshair. Whoa, hang on, it's out of control. It's out of control, I tell you. Right, go. This is a Flower class Corvette. Thank you for the save. Much appreciated. It's going fairly quickly. There. So, what is a Flower class Corvette's length? It'll be under escorts, I'd imagine. There he is. Length 62 meters, so he's less than 100, so it'd be yellow. $15 knots. That seems a little fast. They need to have a maximum speed of 16 knots, so I can't believe that for a second. Let's try and do it here. If in doubt, do it the old-fashioned way. Go. Right. Thing is, it'd be gone out of our shooting range in a minute, but never mind. "30 seconds. I've kind of decided I'm not going to fire, but yeah, if we could just distract this one, the others might turn around as well. And if they're Corvettes rather than destroyers, that might be good news. Alright, so she did 200 meters, and that is 6 knots? 6.5 knots, yeah. Okay, not the 15 that other calculation gave us, which was a bit... Ooh, okay. Right, that one please. So she's actually doing... If we put that up to 7 knots. Angle of bow. Was, oh my god, I can't, 99. This is so bad. It's so small. You can't bloody read the damn thing. It's so clunky. So that'll be 100. Angle about, it's not a million miles off. It's on the wrong side though, mind. There you go. What have we got? We've got tube 1.
Flooding tube 1.
Fire on the surface. Medium speed.
Set to 1 meters.
Still at magnetic.
Magnetic detonator switched on.
Fire.
Magnetic detonator switched on. Tube 1 close. Closing tube 1.
Alright, let's get that reloaded. That's just a bit of a distraction. See if we can tempt the... I know it's a silly thing to do, but hey, this is a YouTube video. It doesn't matter. Right. Let's dive down. Let's take it down to 50 meters.
50 meters. Current depth 30 meters. Current depth 40 meters.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, so, success. That was a bit of a long shot. Oh, it was a weird date format. That always gives me cause for concern. But we sunk a Flower class Corvette for 950 tons. That adds on to our 20,000 warship tonnage at 20,950 tons. Combined with our merchant tonnage of 62,108, I beg your pardon, tons, gives us a total of 83,058 tons. 12 ships sunk, 0 aircraft. December 1st, 1943. Right, let's have a listen to the hydrophone. Those 2 destroyers have come back to investigate. Well, I assume they're destroyers. They could be corvettes. But they seem to be going a little bit quicker than the Corvette was. So yeah, they've come back to... This is obviously where the keel was here, roughly. Or probably about here, actually. So we're not moving, we're just sitting here at 50 meters. They're not coming this way. Actually, I might. Let's just take a deeper.
Deeper.
We might as well.
4 planes. 8
We might as well get a bit of difference. The merchants are moving away, which is good. If we can delay the destroyers, corvettes, whatever they are, the escort ships, and sneak away, we can get to the merchants before the escorts return, and then that will be happy days. They're loading that in silent running, which is usually not the way, but that's fine.
50 meters.
So we're going to come down here probably to about 145 meters, something like that, and 150 meters. Gives us a lot of depth to play with if they come our way. Fortunately, they're not. They're kind of hunting around the keel. They're not expecting us to have had such a shot from so far out. Which, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to have it. And I did say I wasn't going to bother firing, but I just thought, yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's have a stab at it, you know. That's 3. You know, so that's 3 warships we've sunk. two cruisers and a Corvette. I know you think a Corvette, it's not really much to write home about, but it's one less ship to escort these. One less ship to escort these convoys. And maybe with the loss of destroyers, corvettes, they'll have to use cruisers and larger ships to escort them, which they'd rather not. And then that makes much better prize in the future. But if not, we're just costing them new ships, which will cost them money, resources to replenish. So yeah. Oh, this one's coming around now. You can see his effective sonar is reducing as we go deeper. So he's going to come over us now.
Current depth 60 meters.
See, I would like to put the engines on to actually get a little bit, use the dive planes to drive us down. But we're just sinking at the moment. Oh. Okay, the good news is he's turned, so he's not going to actually get us with his. If he'd have kept going on the kept course, he would have probably picked us up. He most definitely would have picked us up, and then that would have been interesting. But as always in war, it's who makes the least mistakes who usually triumphs. Let's say mistakes. It's not really a mistake. He's not to know where we are.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, moving away, bearing 306, long range.
He probably has a search pattern which ever increasing circles to try and catch them or cover the most ground possible. I say ground, sea. You know what I mean though. Well, my mouse has decided not to work. There we go. Once we get below 110, 120 meters, I'll fire up the engines and we'll start creeping away from here.
Contact, merchant, moving fast, moving away, bearing 320, long range.
How many torpedoes we got? So we've got 6 torpedoes plus the external reserve in the front, and we've got 3 torpedoes including the external reserve in the rear. So we could potentially have a lot of fun, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 merchant vessels, it would seem. Okay. We've got to be accurate, we've got to be sparing. Let's just see how this plays out. Okay, welcome back. A bit of time has passed and they have gone at quite a speed away from us, so there's every chance you can see them as they're updating, they're going away. I don't think they're turning, but they're going to rejoin the formation. I say formation, get out of my I need to get out of the airplane terminology. Rejoin the convoy.
Current depth 100 meters.
So 100 meters, let's start
Minimum
the engines.
speed ahead.
Let's get going, and we're going to try and set an intercept point somewhere down here. We'll get a couple of shots at those. Are you staying around, or have you turned around? Is that why your passive sonar has increased? I'm not terribly worried at this range. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on them, see if they come or go, and react accordingly. Okay, those 2 destroyers have now decided to head back to the convoy, which is grand. We're going to head in the opposite, well, not the opposite direction, but we're going to head away from them now. Get enough range so they can't see us. We're going to surface the boat. They do have radar, which we've got to be aware of. But if we can maybe Well, actually, let's come up to snorkel
Small
depth.
contact. Warship moving fast.
We'll get the snorkel going, and then we'll try and get ahead of them
Long range.
and set up an ambush further down the line. So that's the plan. We'll bring the boat up, get the snorkel up, get some air in, get the diesel engines going, and see if we can power our way in front of these guys. I'll see you in a little while. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, so we managed to get ahead of them. We're sitting in quite a nice position here. We've got 6 merchant ships, the 2 escorts, and obviously we cleared this escort here so we can get nice and close. So, they're coming at a diagonal angle, so there's every chance that this dark grey is the visual awareness that the ships have. So obviously this is from this ship here. This is the tail end of this ship, and obviously they're just overlapping. So if they're coming diagonally, there's every chance that will just sail past us, so they won't spot us, which is great news. Right, got the periscope up, obviously, so we can try and spot them when we know we're not really in any danger. There's the lead destroyer. Now, what do we have? There's a cargo ship in the mist there. Cargo ship there. How many can we actually see? Is that just the 2 we can see? Yeah, okay. So it's just the 2 nearest ones that we can see. So where's that? Oh, there's one there. Was that the first one I saw? Yeah, okay. So this fog is really being a bit of a pain, actually. So we can spot... Can we spot that one? We can spot that one. We can spot that one. Just about make that one out. So... if we first plot for this one, then let's lock onto that. Strain your eyes and let me know what it is. It's a large steamer, war supplies. Very nice, bearing 68 degrees, range. Okay, so we're going to leave the knots because they're probably going to do about the same rate of knots. We can calculate that again. So we are targeting this middle ship here. So if we put a square on that. Put the square on there, and we know that they're probably going to be going about yay course. They won't be perfectly in line, so we're going to be firing when they get to about there, which is 2,450 meters. We are dead stop, so we're not going to be drifting anywhere more. So what did I say? Oh God, 2,000. Was it 2,245? My short-term memory is woeful. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Oh, 2-4. 2-4 will do. 2-4. Perfect. Let's do a speed check.
Merchant moving fast. Closing. Bearing 6-6. Long range.
Okay. Thank you for that update. Right. Bip. Bop. Okay, it's a couple of seconds delay, but that's fine. I'm gonna guess that they went back to their previous speed of 7 knots or 6.5 knots. If that's the case, grand. We can get the shots away. We shoot at probably 3 ships, 3 of the cargo ships. Hopefully that'll be enough. We've got 4 torpedoes ready to go. 1 electric, so we'll probably fire the electric one. That's going to be medium. Was it slow speed? I think it's slow speed, aren't they? So we'll fire the electric one first. That won't produce a wake, which is nice, so they won't see that one coming. And then we'll have to time the others. We'll probably time the others with medium. And yeah, we might go with magnetic impacts. I'm starting to like these new magnetic pistons. They seem to be quite good. The old ones are rubbish. There we go. Lovely. So if this is 200 meters, we know she's 6.5 knots. 200 meters, yeah. Okay, so they're still doing the same speed, which is good. Good to know. So we know it's still doing the same speed. Angle about is currently, where are we? There we are. There she is. .49. Where's 49? Right. That one's almost ready to go. What we'll probably do is fire torpedo tube 2 then, as this is the the electric. We can't change the speed. We'll switch that over to magnetic. It's fairly calm, so I'll put it reasonably low so that it won't see it splashing through the waves. And yeah, that will be that one fired upon. Right, nice. Okay. So while that one's there, we'll switch to the next one, which is this one here. Oh, actually, let's select it from the little mini map then. That'll be easier. This one here. Let's see what this is. This is a large old steam freighter. Okay. This is going to be a bit closer, of course, so we can fire later at this one. This one's going to be...
New contact, warship, moving fast, closing, bearing, 6-1, long range.
Calm yourself, Dieter. They'll be travelling roughly on that course. So they're going to be about 1,600 meters. Good. Yeah, 1,600. Happy days. Obviously, we need to fire at that a lot later. So if we pick up, say, tube 1 for this, we'll go medium speed and magnetic. She's quite shallow in keel, isn't she? So, okay, we'll work out the angle of bow on this one. Can we get them all in one shot? Not quite. So I calculate the angle of bow once she gets to there. That would be 48. So when she runs over that, I know we can set 48. I'll zoom in here. Can we zoom in? Is that zoom? Oh, there we go. Better. So once she crosses that, we can set this to 48, and then she's locked in. The only thing we need to change is the range each time we lock onto a different ship and fire. So we've got this one, or the ships on this line at 1,600 meters, and the ships on the other line at 2,400 meters. Right, she's getting close now. Now these should stay calculating for the actual angle of bow. Should stay calculating for the individual ships, which is good. Okay, it's coming up to the middle of the ship. Now, perfect, lovely. So that one's locked in. Obviously, we'd change that to 1,600, but we'll leave it there for now. This one back here.
Tracking new target.
What is this? This is. Try that again. This is a large steamer with war supplies also. Range will be 1,600. Speed, well, maybe actually be a little bit longer than that, because we'll probably fire at these two ships at the same time, because they're the same kind of depth away. Oh, this is going to be slightly further, so we'll probably fire at this one slightly before the other. So tube 3, medium speed. Magnetic. Send it about there.
Torpedo depth set to 4 meters. Torpedo depth set to 4 meters.
And the same thing, when she crosses that line, we'll set her angle of bow as well. This one's nearing the point, so we're going to fire at this one. Fire, fire, dive. Actually, the course I set is slightly off, isn't it? They're actually coming like that. So what will that be? That will be 2,400 meters still. It's fine. Good. Okay. Okay. Things are looking good. Right. How are we doing with this one? She's slowly getting closer. Okay, it's just a matter of time of waiting now, recalculating just before we fire, and getting this right. Now, if we were really clever, we could calculate. So estimated time for this one is going to be 1. Oh, hang on, that's going to be 5 with that one. So 2 minutes 18. No. Select that one. 2 minutes 33. 32 even. This one, we were going to fire tube 1, which is 1 minute 48. And this one, we're going to fire tube 3, which is 1 minute 44. So, once we fire the first torpedo, we should wait 50 seconds before we fire tubes 1 and 3. Just so they impact roughly around the same time, given the minimum time to dilly-dally and evasive maneuvers, speed up, slow down, that kind of thing. So, yeah. That's the plan. Whether or not it'll work, who knows, but that's the general idea, isn't it? Let's change to 145 now. That's fine. A few seconds here or there. It's not going to give them time to react. Boop. So, angle of bow will be 48.
Merchant moving fast, moving away. Bearing 45. Long range.
In a few seconds. Lovely. Wonderful. Alright, 145. No, what are we firing at? Oh god, I forgot what we're firing. That's tube 3, isn't it? Tube 1 is going to be this one.
Closing tube 3.
That's now 151. Okay. And we'll be firing at this one first. Tube 2, which will be 237. Okay. So 213 is the order we'll fire. Or 231 actually. But that's fine. Right, let's just double check the calculations. ET. And that is 80. Perfect. Range 2. Yeah, that's looking good. Almost there. So tube 2, we'll flood that.
Flooding tube 2.
Make sure we can get these all flooded, can we?
Flooding tube 2. Flooding tube 1. Closing tube 1. Flooding tube 1. Flooding tube
Right.
3. Closing tube 3. Flooding tube 3.
Stand by. I'm going to set that a little bit deeper
Torpedo depth
to get under this
4
one.
meters.
Right, I'm going to fire tube 2 now.
Tube
Start the clock.
closing tube 2.
Right, so this one is going to be tube 1. There's 155, so we need to do it at the 50-second mark. Hopefully that will get past that ship without any issues. We need to...
Target marked.
Oops, we need to set this to 1600, of course. I hope to God that torpedo gets under it. I'm wondering if it won't. Right, 40 seconds gone. Tube 1, stand by. Fire.
Tube 1. Closing tube 1.
This is actually going to be slightly more than 1600 meters, isn't it? It's going to be 1750 for this one here.
Tracking new target.
So we'll increase that to 1750. Tube 3. Fire.
Tube 3.
We're a bit late with tube 3, but that's okay.
Closing tube 3.
Right, hopefully that torpedo will squeeze past in front of that ship if not. If not, we're probably in a bit of bother. Right. Let's dive.
New depth 120.
Torpedo impact.
Engage electric motors. New contact. Merchant moving fast.
Torpedo impact. Torpedo impact.
Current depth 20 meters. New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Bearing 39. Long range. Current depth 70 meters.
Unfortunately, after this time, the inevitable happened. The game crashed. Hi everyone, welcome back. So I've reloaded after the crash.
Moving slow. Moving bearing 3.
We're at 27 meters. We're still diving down. So, what has it given us? Okay, so 2 of the ships, I believe, have been credited. So we got impact. The large old steam freighter has been sunk for 7,029 tons. The large steamer with war supplies sunk for 7,008 tons. The third ship, which was another large steamer, wasn't it, with war supplies, it was hit but was not sunk at the point of the crash. That would mean that on reloads, thankfully there was an autosave, that damage onto that ship has been wiped. So effectively we hit 3 ships, sunk 2. The third ship, which was damaged, is no longer damaged. I'll take that because I feared that I hadn't saved for a while. Thankfully there was an autosave and that saved our bacon. So we've sunk 2 more ships, taken our warship tonnage 20,950 thanks to the Corvette we sunk earlier. The merchant tonnage is now up to 76,145 tons. It could have been more, perhaps should have been more. Total tonnage 97,095 tons. We would have been over the 100-ton mark. 14 ships sunk. Now, so we're at 30 meters and diving, which is fine. I know some of you will be frustrated that we lost the tonnage on that one ship, but I'm just delighted we were able to load up and not lose. I thought we'd have to do the entire attack again, which you can guarantee I wouldn't hit a single ship. So, yeah, I'll take 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf once said. So, yeah, let's have a look. Where... Oh, we haven't got the sonar contacts as yet. Although, there they are. The destroyers will be coming to see us, but for now, I think we're going to leave the crew of U-77 there. Thank you for joining us on this weekly patrol. Sorry it's been a bit of a nasty ending. I would have liked a little bit more success, but you know, we'll take the partial success and we'll take it to next week. We'll get these loaded, and what I might do, maybe we'll try and farm this convoy again. We'll try and get away, get ahead of them. And we'll try and bring it round to fire our remaining torpedoes at the convoy ships and get that lucky war supply loaded steaming ship once more. Who knows? We'll join us next week to find out how we get on. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please hit that thumbs up, share on social media, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, tickle the bell. YouTube notifications are notorious for not working, and you often have to tickle the bell, well, hit the bell unhit the bell, hit the bell to actually make sure you get the video notifications into your video feed. It's crashed again. I'll see you next time.